A good night of Shabbos, my dear friends. This week, Parshas Vayeira, and it is the 20th day of Cheshvan, which is the birthday of the Rebbe Rashab, the fifth Lubavitcher Rebbe. And from both, we can have a message, from the Parsha and from the Rebbe Rashab, a message of faith and strength, emunah and bitachon, and a message of unity that will help us in these difficult days that we live in. And towards the end of the Parsha, the Torah tells us about the last test that God tested Abraham, Akedas Yitzchak, the binding of Isaac. He tells him, take your only son that you love, I want him to bring him as an offering to Hashem. Abraham has no questions. He goes ahead and he takes his son, and he's about to bring him as an offering until the angel stops him and tells him, no, don't touch him. And he brings the ram as an offering instead. And then the Torah says, Vayikra Avram Shem Amokim Ahu Hashem Yireh. Avram named the place Hashem Yireh. God shall see. Asher Yamer Hayom Be'ar Hashem Yireh. What we will say today, that in the mountain of this mountain of Hashem, He will be revealed. What does that mean when He named the place Hashem Yireh? God will see. There's different interpretations to it. One of the interpretations, Rashi says, that today we will say whenever there is, God forbid, a calamity coming upon the Jewish people, this will bring the redemption. By mentioning this, what Abraham did, by offering Isaac, the binding of Isaac will save us from all calamities. There's also another interpretation that I heard this week. You see, Avraham Avinu, he was tested. It was a very difficult test. He was tested. This was the last test, the 10th test. All the 9 tests, he passed with flying colors. Here was such a difficult test. Why? Not just because it was his only son. To offer a son is a very difficult test. But this went against his belief, against what God himself told him. God told him, I'm going to make you a nation that will spread the name of God in the world. And he tells him to stop it, to bring him as an offering. But he didn't ask any questions. And this is where he said, Hashem Yireh. I'm doing everything what Hashem sees. That even though I don't understand, I don't see, I know deep inside that this is Hashem Yireh. Hashem sees the good. That deep emunah that he had in Hashem, that whatever Hashem does is good, ultimately brought out the real revealed good. And Yitzchak was continued to build a nation, the nation of Israel. You see, this Akedas Yitzchak, binding of Yitzchak, in a sense, we are experiencing today as well. In the offering, the sacrifices that we offer. But this is also the test of bitachon, our faith in Hashem that we need to find deep and to bring it out. And a really unbelievable example we had this week. I'm sure you heard of the great miracle, this Israeli soldier that was rescued by the Israeli army from the Hamas, Ori Megiddish. And I'm sure you heard about the mitzvahs, what they did, what her family did before. They brought the Sefer Torah into her bedroom. The prayers with such great faith and in Hashem. They made the afrashat challah, the baking of the challah, and doing the mitzvah of removing the challah. And doing that prayer, doing that mitzvah, the mother, Margalit, made the bracha, and she turned to Hashem and she said, with deep tears and cries, she cried out to Hashem to save her daughter. And she said in her prayer, God, I love you so much. That expression of love during such a difficult time is a very deep faith, show of faith in Hashem. That is something what we saw in this Jewish mother. And I have no doubt that that deep emunah brought about this great miracle that her daughter came back. I'm sure this mitzvah will help the others also to bring back. What we learn from this is the emunah that we need to have. Also what we saw throughout these weeks is the amazing unity, how we became united. And this is one of the things that the Rebbe Rashab asked, and he wrote about the need to have unity, the love towards one another. We should love our fellow Jew like we love ourselves. This unity and this bitachon, the true faith in Hashem, will bring about that we will see the miracles and see it in an open way, that we'll see all of the kidnapped will come back safely. And we'll see the total defeat of the enemy. And we will see the ultimate redemption, the coming of Mashiach. Vayeira b'yameinu amen. Have a wonderful Shabbos.